Little thing that says this. Magic, nigga. But look, this motherfucker say women don't realize her Tinder date is a killer. Hold on. And I wonder, like, this nigga active? Like, he an active killer, mark you down, you ain't got time to live type killer? Or is he like, he killed one time before and he got away with it and don't nobody know about it type shit? Like, and what type of killing? Like, defend himself killing, or like he active, I like white women, I take their head off and I do nasty things to their head? What type of killing? That's what we finna find out.
2018. CCTV records 22-year-old Grace and her Tinder date, Jesse, getting ready to leave a bar. They had just met a few hours ago, but already...
Hold on. Five, some of that. Y'all roll up. Come on, bro. Wait a minute. Y'all ain't even roll up yet. Y'all up? Y'all ready? Huh? I'm rolled up ready to light this motherfucker. Y'all ready to light this motherfucker? First of all, who want to hit this bitch? Because after I light it, somebody got to hit him. Somebody got to hit him. Come on, chat.
They're about to head back to his place. From the outside,
Sparking!
Everything seemed to be going perfectly well. So well, in fact, that soon after they could be seen heading to a nearby hotel and up to Jesse's hotel room shortly after. Nobody could have expected that this was the last time Grace would ever be seen alive.
Oh, I ain't even got no bitch. My bad. I was finna say, I was finna call nobody. Who you fucking? I done dropped the whole joint on the ground by myself, so I know it's real. Yeah, this must be somebody I like. She with a nigga right now. I'm finna unfriend her. I don't like her no more. She just pissed me off.
The next day happened to be her birthday, and nobody was able to reach her all day, and the same was true even days after. It was like she disappeared off the face of the earth. Her friends and family quickly reported her missing, but to no avail. Meanwhile, Jesse was recorded on CCTV out.
Hold up, that's 2018, is that old? Tinder was out in 2018? Oh, Tinder definitely was out in 2018.
And about going up.
2018 do seem like it was a long ass time ago, right? 2018, that seemed long. I guess 2025. What the fuck? 2018, how old was I? Like 20 years old? Damn.
But to no avail.
19?
Meanwhile, Jesse was recorded on CCTV out and about, going up and down the elevator, carrying cleaning supplies, and what appeared to be a suitcase. A suitcase with contents that would shock everyone to the core.
Like bodies?
And
he got body parts?
The killer had another date lined up. And if
it's lagging. For real? My shit lagging for real?
the cops don't intervene and arrest him quickly, this girl, as well as countless others, could fall victim to this very same man.
Tell me what happened last Saturday.
From the beginning?
Yeah.
At 5:37 p.m. on December 1st, 2018, Grace, who just finished a backpacking journey from England to New Zealand, leaves her hostel to meet Jesse. Meanwhile, Jesse is having pre-date drinks at a local bar, downing several beers before the date begins. In fact, as he leaves the bar,
he burp, and just keep walking. Got shit in his ass. Yeah, you can tell he a drunk motherfucker. He just wipe one time and get out. You know you gotta wipe, look at it, wipe, look at it, wipe, look at it, go a little forward, look at it, put some water on it, wipe, 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 put some water on it, wipe, wipe. Come on, Brody. There ain't no baby wipes in there, put some water on it. Yeah, he drinking, have shit on his ass. You can tell.
can still see at least 4 empty bottles sitting on the table. They meet in a popular spot where there's plenty of people, making Grace feel safe.
I just feel like if you wipe your booty and you don't look at the towel after you wipe, I can't trust you. Because you don't give a fuck. Like, you gotta not give a fuck about nothing to just wipe, like, and just throw it in the water and you don't give it, I'm good. Like, what the fuck, nigga? I can't trust you with shit. I can't trust you with nothing. I don't even trust your daddy no more.
Safe while she meets her date for the first time. But this will be a false sense of security, as Jesse has no plans to try anything untoward in public.
You said
He's
the
going to
ass
wait
got
until
you?
they're
Ooh, that's
alone.
probably crazy what part you came
Suspecting
in.
nothing,
Came in
Grace
right on
accompanies
white van.
Jesse to a bar where they drink together for over an hour before they head for a Mexican bar at 7:15 for more drinks, and yet another bar named Bluestone Room around 8:30 p.m. This will be where Jesse tries his luck and sees if he can get a little closer to Grace. At 8:54, they share their first kiss. This is when Jesse takes a trip to the bathroom and where Grace sends her very last message to anyone, telling her friends that it's going amazingly well and that she just clicks with him so well.
Cause he trying to eat
She's
you and
probably
cut you
excited
up.
to spend the night with a man.
Like, imagine doing this with somebody. Y'all done got drunk. Y'all done got lit. Y'all kissing at the bar. You ain't met nobody or vibing with nobody in a long time. So you finally vibing with somebody. Y'all like this. To be kissing in public, you vibing. And y'all fucking with each other. And the whole time he planning on cutting your head and your arms and shit off and putting you in a suitcase. You don't even know it. Yeah, this shit real out here. Stop going outside with people you ain't fully sure about. Yeah, y'all first date need to be like FaceTime or something. Yeah, let's FaceTime over the phone. Let's make this a first date. Let me get to know you over this phone, and then we gonna link and go from there. But we don't go home together. Don't go home on the first night. You go home on the first night, nigga, motherfucker go cut your ass up and put you in a suitcase. For real, this shit real, for real.
And that she genuinely likes.
They gon-
She could have had no idea
Look, she
that
happy as
instead,
hell.
he was about to end her life in one
She's
of
so
the most
fucking happy she
horrific
can eat
ways
a whole
possible.
roll of crackers. You gotta be happy to do that.
The next morning, Grace's phone starts to receive a ton of messages. It's her birthday, and there are plenty of friends who want to
Like a
send her their
pretty good
best
person,
wishes.
too, damn.
Each and every one of these messages goes unanswered. The first sign that something is wrong is at 8 a.m., when Jesse enters the very same elevator, this time on his own, throwing the camera a suspicious glance.
Yeah, you know you up to something when you look at the camera and your eyes get big. Cause when I'm just fully don't give a damn, I just look at the camera and do. I could be sitting there with my girl right here. Well, not my girl, cause I ain't got no girlfriend, but my friend. I could be with my friend. She finna pay for the whatever we paying for, and I'm hugging her from behind. I look at the camera and be like, and go back to because I want somebody one day to go look at the camera and be like, look at the nigga face. I just want to one day and record it. Because I want to see if y'all really check them cameras. I don't think y'all do. Because I done humped at the camera and everything. Ain't nobody recorded it yet.
If you think he's just getting the birthday girl a morning coffee, then think again. During that night, Jesse killed Grace by strangulation, and now he's going to try and do everything he can to cover up his crime, and he needs to do it quickly, because he's already got another potential victim lined up. By 8:07 a.m., Jesse is in town and about to start the most eerie shopping trip possible. He starts at the warehouse on Elliott Street, where he buys a suitcase that he plans to hide Grace's body in.
big-ass suitcase.
He checks out the width and depth of the suitcase to make sure it'll fit her, so he can dispose of her body.
Oh, imagine going shopping for bodies. Like, he going shopping, not like, oh, he finna get ready to go on vacation. He finna get ready to murk something. Viciously. Like, not like, oh, I got these guns, pow, pow, and you dip off. No, he finna chop some shit up, maybe grind some shit up, you know. Like, what? This shit deeper than surgery. Yeah.
Before anyone can catch him. Then, 25 minutes later, he makes his way to another store, where he buys a number of cleaning products that will be used to clean up the murder scene. Then he returns to his apartment for a number of hours.
I ain't gonna lie, that's just stupid to me. Like, if people know they finna go kill somebody, why go to every store in the fucking town? Like, they gonna put two and two together. Why not, like, go to the hood where that, you know, it's always that one lady or that one nigga in the hood that got, like, he's selling all these products out his fucking garage for cheap. You get you a box for 20, and he gonna throw a bunch of shit in that box, and you get that. Nigga just tell that, hey, man, throw some bleach, throw this, all this, yo, I got 40 for you. Bam. Boom, boom, boom. Why y'all don't do that? I feel like that'd just be smarter to do.
Appearing at 10:42 a.m. before he jumps in a taxi and Apex car rental where he rents a car. But it's what he does next that's truly shocking and puts pressure on the cops to discover and solve his murder as quickly as possible. As Grace's body lies in the apartment, Jesse goes on a date with another girl he'd met on Tinder. Given that he has all the equipment ready to hide one body, it's speculated that he planned this to be his second victim of the day.
Bro is in
As
a
he arrives at
frenzy
the
right
bar,
now.
Jesse is wearing exactly the same clothing that he wore the night before, possibly the same clothes that he wore when he killed Grace.
It's just to tell you, like, don't trust nobody that can sweet talk you out your drawers and at your job. Where you hate everybody. If you at your job and you hate everybody and somebody come there and sweet talk you out your drawers, nigga, just watch that motherfucker. Watch everything that motherfucker do, because he gonna get you. He gonna get something. He gonna get your coochie, your booty, your money, or your life. For real. He talked you out of it.
We're not sure whether Kempson was as pushy in his initial messages to this girl, but what we do know is that the conversation he struck up with her during the date not only brought up some major red flags, it downright terrified her.
What's up,
Allegedly, he wanted to talk to her about where to hide a dead body from the police. Right away, the date is over, and this girl's instincts may have just saved her life. It's hard to imagine the horror that she would have felt when she learned the truth about the man she just walked away from, certain that he likely had the same fate lined up for her as he did with Grace.
Oh, damn, that's a suitcase.
At 8:56 p.m., we can see Jesse carrying a piece of equipment back to his apartment. More precisely, it's a carpet cleaner, and he's going to try and use that carpet cleaner to try and remove any trace of Grace's presence at his apartment. He's even got 2 bottles of cleaner in his hand, making sure he's got enough to get the job done. 30 minutes later, and we're greeted with the product.
You said Shador? Yeah, I'm my mama. He's still to get drafted. I was like, what? In the first round, Shador didn't, but like they trying to make this nigga. They trying to make it seem like he trash. Oh God, Chad, that nigga is not trash.
Of all his hard work, he's about to try and hide the body.
Oh shit! Yeah! Shout out that boy Rich. W's in the chat for Rich, man. Rich off that Zai. Rich off Spade Zai, man. W's in the chat, man.
He reappears in the elevator with a trolley carrying several luggage bags, one of which is the suitcase that he'd bought earlier that morning. It's way too heavy to carry, as inside is Grace's dead body. Of course, he can't walk through the streets with this amount of baggage, which is exactly why he hired the rental car. Minutes later, he's loading the rental car with all of the baggage, ready to make the next move in his attempt to cover up this murder, hiding the body in a place he thinks no one will find it. The next morning at 7 a.m., Jesse buys a shovel and heads back to his apartment, where he collects some clothing to take to the dry cleaners, destroying more potential evidence of his crime. But he's not done there, as he stops off at a random trash can, tossing a large trash bag inside. Then Jesse takes his rental car for a deep clean, paying particular attention to the rear of the vehicle, where he had stashed the suitcase containing Grace's body. And with that...
Said merch. Yeah, it's gonna drop May 1st. It's dropping May 1st. It might be May 1st, 12 p.m. It might be May 1st, like afternoon, you know, right? Not really afternoon, like in the morning, 7 o'clock type. You know, I ain't figured that part out yet.
His work was done. For the next 2 days, Grace's family and friends go through turmoil. Nobody has heard from her.
You said I'm pausing too much, Zabruski. Nigga, suck nuts, nigga. I ain't pausing too much, nigga. You nigga, go watch the video. Click off this motherfucker, go watch the video yourself. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do.
She hasn't posted on any social media, and she isn't answering either of her 2 phones. Her family report her missing to Auckland police on December 5th. Grace's father, David, even flies to Auckland and makes a heartfelt appeal for his daughter's safe return.
Grace has been missing for 7 days. As a family, we've been extremely concerned for her welfare. Do anybody who has seen, spoken to, or come into contact with Grace, come forward and contact the investigation team.
With so much media coverage at the time, Jesse likely saw her father's appeal.
He the type nigga to read you a bedtime story real good, and you'll love it. You be like, man, I love my uncle so much, but he eat your cookies and shit. Like, he eat all your candy, your snacks and shit. You be like, man, I fuck with uncle, but he taking all my motherfucking snacks. Every time I lay down and I'm finna go to sleep, I can hear shit crumbling and shit downstairs. I know he eat my shit. I love Unc though, but he eat my shit. You gotta tell him go home, Mom, please, today. He eating everything in the house.
And yet the family's pleas went unanswered. But Auckland police are about to use various methods to track Grace's last movements and find their main suspect in her disappearance. They're able to find out she was on a date with a mystery man. And after poring over hours of surveillance footage, they find the last person she was with and track him back to his apartment.
Him.
At 3 p.m. on December 5th, the cops turn up at the City Life Hotel, but they almost miss their man as he eyes them in the lobby when he approaches the front door. Jesse thinks if he casually strolls away, he won't be noticed, but these eagle-eyed cops don't miss a trick and quickly apprehend him before he can make an escape. At this point, the smartest thing for Jesse to do...
Yeah, he was better off just running. He could have just took the hell off. He said, what we watching? We watching, it said a woman doesn't realize her Tinder date was a killer. So basically, a woman went on a date with a motherfucker. This nigga turned out killer, chopped her up and shit, tossed her in a fucking suitcase and buried that motherfucker. This him right here.
Is to own up to his crime, maybe try to play it off as an accident, and face the consequences. But he's not going to do any such thing. In the interrogation room, he plans to lie his way out of this, but he's completely unaware that the cops have already seen every move from the night of the murder and have about as much evidence as they could possibly ask for. At the start of the interview, he has no reason to lie, as he's just recalling the events before the murder.
Tell us about Grace.
So I was talking to Grace on Tinder.
Yeah.
We'd matched on Friday. I saw that we'd matched the next day on Saturday. And then we met at Sky City. And then we decided that we were going up to Andy's Burger Bar, which is on the first floor.
Not long into this interview, Jesse becomes...
You just know he lying. You won't slap him in his throat. You just know he... First we went to the Wendy's. And then we went up to the burger joint. And after the burger joint, we decided to go to Kingdom Valley. Like, man, shut the fuck up. Tell me where she at. Where the fuck she at? You had her last and you put her in a suitcase. We know you did the shit. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you lying. You gonna make me put you in one of them motherfuckers in here for real. I'm gonna start slapping the table with this motherfucker. Tell me where she at, because we know you killed her. You the last one with her. We got you at all kind of stores. For real, he got a lying voice. He got that voice when you know a motherfucker lying.
Entangled in his first lie, as he claims Grace was the one pushing...
Tie that nigga down, and if I had a bald head like that, rub my bald head all in that nigga chin and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna give you rug burn, man.
For a date, when we already know he was the one trying hard to meet Grace in their initial messages.
Whose idea was it to go to that particular burger place?
Me. Because I knew I didn't...
You said a detective? Well, I'll go dumb as a detective.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a lot of... So have you heard of catfish?
No.
So catfishing is where someone uses your profile or uses your photos and pretends to be you and then meets and you're a completely different person.
Right.
You better not be saying...
And it's on Tinder, it's all about the way you look. And so if they use more endearing photos, you're more likely to swipe for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does it...
So you saying... You've seen her on Tinder, found out she wasn't really her, so you murked her, or you saying you seen her on Tinder? Because the Tinder shit don't even fucking matter. Right? Because, like, what the fuck is you bringing up too much shit? That's how I know you did it, because you bringing up all this extra shit that don't even, you bringing up too much.
How does meeting in a public place sort of protect you from meeting someone who's not as good looking as...
Well, there's security there. So if she wasn't who she said she was, at least in my mind, I'd feel safe.
When Jesse is confronted with evidence from surveillance cameras, he continues to lie, digging a hole for himself that he's going to struggle to escape from.
No. I go down Victoria Street, straight down to the bottom, and then hang a left, and I head towards the viaduct.
You go to the viaduct a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've kind of walked in a bit of a funny direction.
And you can tell she ain't had a man in a minute. Look, she happy than a motherfucker, too. They entangling fingers on the first date. She too damn comfortable. You got to still be cautious. You just met this man today. Off a dating app. You don't know, for real, motherfuckers is real life crazy over here. People like getting peed on. For real, and they enjoying this shit. It's some crazy motherfuckers out here, for real. It's people that like to grab a whole thing of pork, and they eat the fat part too. Motherfuckers is crazy. You can't trust everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That shit
You've,
nasty.
you've kind of walked in a bit of a funny direction if you were planning to go to the
Niggas
viaduct.
eating fried
What's
beetles and
the
shit.
direction I normally go?
Yeah. It's I mean, I'm just sort of saying.
She
like, if
happy
you were-
as
if you were
hell. She
planning
got
to go-
out there. She didn't even look back. You know how when you a little nervous, you kind of look back. She just walking. That motherfucker drunk too. Oh man, leave that liquor alone. Look,
It's
she happy.
I mean, I'm just sort of saying, like, if you were planning to go to the viaduct.
I normally go
ready to
down
get
Queen
dick
Street
down, I
and
ain't
then
gonna lie.
cross at the bottom of Queen Street, go through the containers,
Yeah.
and then walk along the wharf.
Yeah. Is there a particular reason you would kind of do that?
I feel safer down that way.
The cop obviously suspects something strange here. Jesse's behavior and responses don't seem to line up or make sense at all, and if Jesse is lying, it'll only take
What's
a
up
good
with
few
you, Jay?
questions to throw him off completely. So the cop starts to apply the pressure, sending Jesse into panic.
Actually, don't know if she's been murdered or not yet. She may be alive and well,
Okay.
but she might also be dead. Okay.
Okay.
And it could be that you've done it.
You know you caught. That's why your back's sweating. Cause if you not caught, you're gonna be like, what? Like, hold on, no, she murdered, but we need to figure this out. I'm gonna tell you even more that happened that night. I got the messages, the phone shit. I ain't killed nobody. On my look me dead in my eyes, detective, please. Look me dead in my eyes. On my mama, I ain't killed nobody. On my granny, I ain't killed nobody. I got both my hands in the air up to God, Jesus himself. Look, check my phone. Have everything you need. Here's my social security card, too. Take that with you. I ain't killed nobody. We gonna go, let's find him. That's how I would be. Fuck that. Let's go find this motherfucker. Because I actually like the bitch. We gotta go find him together. And that's why this nigga back and his ass cheeks and all that shit sweaty. Because he know he did it and he called. He called his head.
Hey, I just want to ask a question. Am I being arrested for something I didn't do?
You haven't been arrested, mate.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Holy.
He's not being arrested just yet, but Auckland police are convinced Jesse is either behind Grace's disappearance or is at least involved. And the more they investigate this case, the more evidence they find to suggest Jesse is the one responsible. It's not just the surveillance footage that helps solve this case. Remember the new suitcase and cleaning products Jesse bought the morning after? Well, believe it or not, they were all bought on Grace's credit card, as well as an extra night's stay at the City Life Hotel. In fact, it's very possible he paid for his second date
use
on
cash,
Grace's
nigga, you know damn well every time you swipe your card, boom, blink, that gets sent straight in this location. Dumbass. He's a oochie coochie. He's stupid.
credit card. An extra day at the hotel should give Jesse time to clean up the mess, but it's going to take more than a carpet cleaner to get rid of the evidence. When police search his apartment, they find traces of Grace's blood. The credit card payments, the witness testimony, cell phone locations placing Grace and Jesse together, and the staggering
even
detail
use
found in the surveillance footage backed their suspect in.
Damn, that's all in the hallway of her blood. He didn't use that carpet cleaner at all. He just had it up there for nothing. Dumbass, nigga.
Into a corner, and in his second interview on December 7th,
That's
they left
crazy.
Jesse
And
no
her
choice
footprint.
but to confess. A confession that would soon lead into one of the most interesting but troubling defenses ever used in court.
Started talking to me about 50 Shades of Grey, which is a sex fantasy movie that's out. We started having sex. At first it was just normal. It was very placid.
What? How you kill after busting a nut? That shit's crazy. There's no way I could do that. I'm feeling fully relaxed on grannies, huh?
And then she asked me if we could get into
I kinda like it here.
bondage. And then all I remember is falling asleep in the shower. I need to stop. I need to go.
Would you like
You
some
don't
fresh?
need to go. You ain't going nowhere. You kill people. You forgot about that? You kill people in a different way. You not leaving. You sitting right here. Tell me what else happened. Fuck your air.
Yeah, please. I was in shock. I didn't know what to do. I went downstairs and I was just, I don't know, I was all over the place. I didn't believe what had happened. I was just terrified and scared. I thought that she had gone. I thought she had left.
Pathologist, specialist doctor will perform a post-mortem. They're very skilled.
Hey, bro, you know how evil you gotta be to get the girl, boom, 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 have fun with her, actually bust a nut, and still you got the anger in you and the energy for one, because she wasn't no little ass girl. That's a big bitch. So you had to do some ushing and cushioning. He don't look like a skinny guy. So you had to do some movement. You going through all that, and then you still got enough time to be like, I'm still pissed. What? I just bust 62 nuts. Nigga, all my kids is here. I can't have no kids now. I'm empty. Like, I can't get mad. I don't even got the energy to get mad. I'll be like, nah, fuck it. I'll do this another time. I'll kill you tomorrow or something. You know, like, what? This motherfucker is crazy.
Yeah, establishing people's causes of death. Do you understand that?
I went to the warehouse at the atrium and bought a suitcase. I went back and I was just in shock because it just didn't seem right. I left to go and get cleaning products. So I messaged a friend and said I'll meet you at Revelry. After finishing drinks with her, I got back to
go out with somebody.
City Life. And the whole time I just kept saying I'm sorry. And then I went downstairs and I grabbed
don't cry now, motherfucker. Yeah, you wouldn't think about that when you was chopping that girl up in that room. And then you went on a date, and then you went out to eat and did all that extra shit. And you had sex with her. No, it ain't time to cry. It's time to go to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. And he admitting every motherfucking thing. Yeah, it's time to lock your ass up. And we gonna throw you where the wolves at.
The porter thing. And I put the suitcase on top of the porter thing. I drove the hire car into
you going to jail forever.
And parked it. I woke up the next day at about 5 a.m. and drove the car out to Cumu at first. I picked up a shovel from ITM at Cumu. I ended up driving towards the Waitakaries. I went into the bush, I dug a hole, I went and got the suitcase, and I covered the hole, and then I drove.
Where is her possessions?
I threw them in the rubbish.
Whereabouts?
Albert Park, rubbish.
In a park?
So what items of her property have been disposed of in Albert Park?
Everything.
All of her clothing?
Everything that was in the room.
Whereabouts did you clean the car? The outside of the car?
I think it was in Henderson. I don't know West very well.
Okay. And what did you use to clean the car?
Water blaster thing from a car cleaning place.
Did she have any injuries?
Not that I can remember. I was just panicking.
Did you inflict any injuries on her that caused her to die?
No.
Did you kill Grace Mullane?
Yeah, you did. You just told everything you did. Why you ain't just... What's the point of lying? You just told the whole story. Yeah, this motherfucker D-Mom.
And you're under arrest for the murder of Grace Mullane on or about the 2nd of December. You understand?
Yep.
Did you intend to cause her death?
You're going to jail.
Are you ready to take
You
us
get
to where
that?
she
You're
is?
going to jail.
The media called it the 50 Shades of Grey defense. The idea is that someone may consent to being harmed during intimacy knowing the dangers involved. If they made no indication to stop, then it would be seen as an accident, and the person responsible...
That's why y'all gotta stop being so horny off that liquor. Yeah. Go get drunk with somebody you know, and then fuck him. Fuck that boy that you been knowing for a long ass time. He been trying to get it, but you said no. You like that man you ain't never seen before. Now he up there cutting your stomach open. Yeah, that should be happening. It ain't just Caucasians either. They doing that shit everywhere.
Shouldn't face a murder charge, but this defense has always been seen as more of a scapegoat, used by lawyers to try and get their defendant off with a lighter sentence, which in this case would be manslaughter. This doesn't change what happened after Grace's death, and the disturbing series of events uncovered during the investigation. From December 1st, the day before the date, all the way to December 7th, cops found Google searches made by Jesse looking for a place to hide the body. He'd also taken photos of Grace's body before and after he packed her into the suitcase. They found Grace's body on December 9th, 2018 in the Waitakere Ranges just outside of Auckland. It was determined that she was strangled and had bruises on her arms and chest consistent with being pinned down. In New Zealand, there's no such thing as first-degree or second-degree murder. All charges are treated the same, carrying a life sentence. That meant there was no investigation into the premeditation. All that mattered was if Jesse killed her or not. It was that simple. Jesse maintained his innocence, but was eventually
life sentence. I wonder if they did that everywhere. Like, if you do murder, it don't matter how you did it, you get life. That shit would be crazy. A lot of niggas would be like, I ain't fucking with that gun. They giving out life. I could have did a 10, but life? Fuck a noka. But then you got people that was like, you could have been driving and then you accidentally swerved and then the person inside you died and they might say it's you because you were drinking a little bit. Ooh. But really, y'all always drinking. Y'all been doing this shit. You just died. It was the night that it happened. Ooh. Life. Chabuki doodoo.
Found guilty, and on February 21st, 2020, he was sentenced to life in prison
like
with a minimum
chinchilla pet. That nigga look nasty. That nigga digging your booty and twiddle his fingers like this while you sleep, and then when you wake up, he'll hold you down and say, "Don't move, don't," and he'll keep doing it to you. Yeah, that's an aggressive chinchilla cheese pet. Yeah, he eat weird shit. He eat weird shit. You know, like the square sliced cheese, he used to just take it, put it in the microwave, heat it up, and he'd just leave it the fuck there. He was a weird motherfucker. I ain't like him. I hated when he came to my daddy's house. I was like, look at my brother like, why you got this nigga as your friend? This nigga's weird. He gonna grow up to be some weird shit. They left him alone. Now look at him. That motherfucker weird, boy.
Non-parole period of 17 years. After his trial, 2 more women came forward and claimed Jesse had assaulted them after they met him on Tinder. He was found guilty on those charges as well,
they wait till
adding
now?
another 11.
Oh yeah, he a freaky fucker. That motherfucker's weird. Look at his face. He proud he did it. Is that him or is that his cousin? That looked like his auntie or some shit. Yeah. But yeah, the other 2, why they wait till now to come out and be like, he raped me too? Like, you should have been turned this motherfucker in. What the hell? Old girl probably would have got saved if you did. Dumb age.
Years to life added to his sentence.
Y'all just wanted to be known. That's all it was. They didn't get touched. They just wanted to be relevant. He touched me too, I swear to God. Shut up. Old girl got killed. Nigga, let her have her shine. That shit crazy. Oh, my mama, people out here killing people, bro. Why y'all doing that? That make me want to watch another one.